I'll blow my head off live on TV.
Who did that? Some like politician or something?
R. Bud Dwyer. I saw it live.
And you were watching it?
Yeah. Because I looked it up recently. People are always posting, I don't know. There was some reference to it or something. And I remember coming home. It was a snow, because I wanted to make sure I was remembering everything correctly, but I remember being in the kitchen, because it was like the 12 o'clock news. He called a press conference. He was like the state treasurer.
At noon.
Well, there was news at noon. Like
Right.
That was back when, this was the 80s.
Right.
And so there was only like the morning news, the afternoon, and then the evening, or probably like, morning. Then there was like news at noon, and then like, I guess at 6 p.m. and then 11. And my dad was a fireman, so he wasn't home. Like he would be home a lot.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like he just didn't have
he wasn't
was
there
home.
9 to 5. Yeah.
Right. And it was snowing, because I think I looked it up. It was in January. It all added up, because I remember, because I was like, why was I? It was like we got out of school early because it was snowing. It was supposed to snow like a foot. And I remember being in the kitchen with my brother, because I guess, we're in the kitchen to get our boots and stuff. You don't want to track all the snow through the house. And my dad was in his chair watching the news, and he's like, Oh, Janice, get in here. Get in here. Oh, look at this. Look at this.
So, but you were watching it, or you went in and saw it after?
We came in, and he said that because there's a lead up, because the guy, he has a big manila. He hands out envelopes to everybody, and then he pulls this 45 out of
and everyone's like,
envelope.
No.
Everyone's like, Bud, no. And he goes, no. But then it happens very quickly when people start approaching me. He just goes, on the live. Well, and you can see that too, because on the live, the cameraman followed him down. And you see the guy just like blood pouring out of his nose and mouth. But,
that's gnarly, dude.
I don't have like I don't have a concrete memory of seeing him there. Like maybe my mom or my dad was like, no, get out of here, or whatever. But no, my brother and I were home from school.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
No, it's not that crazy, actually.
You're right. It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't really like that so much.
Yeah, it's not that crazy.
I wouldn't mind seeing that live. Nothing cool like that happens. I remember when Trump was president, I used to watch a press conference, and I would imagine, what if his head just exploded right now? That would be crazy. What do you mean, all right?
You and your Trump hate. This is not a woke podcast.
I just thought that would be crazy if he died live on TV. Someone shot him in his head.
Have you said any bad words yet? No, you probably can't say that either.
Shoot someone in the head?
Yeah. You can't say anything.
I'm not saying to do that. It's wrong to do that.
Okay, we got to start over.
Wait, why did we do this again?
The podcast?
No, the no cussing.
So YouTube doesn't flag our
content
videos as inappropriate or whatever.
As like older.
Trying to monetize. I'm trying my best. I've been trying for over a decade to make one thin dime off of the podcast.
What's that
mean? I've created.
What's that mean? Like a crushed one? Like a crushed dime?
Yeah, one that you put on the train tracks.
And then you like smush it, and then it has like a picture on it?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about, dummy.
I mean...
okay, I have an AI thing that'll make a beat for us.
Okay.
And we can, if you are a listener out there, anybody who's a listener, are there any listeners? Sound off if you're a listener.
Sound off in the comments. I cut up, not to pat myself on the back, I started a pot roast this morning.
You do.
And when I cut the onions, oh my God, my eyes are still burning. Literally still burning.
Okay.
My eyes are closed. They're going to be closed the majority of this podcast. Look. Because they are burning so bad.
Okay.
So if you want to give me something, you have to like touch my hand or whatever. Marley was asking about if you're blind, like about being blind and like how they have a seeing eye dog. She's like, this when we were walking home from school, she's like, well, what if a blind person doesn't want to bring their dog? Like, well, I mean...
Get a cane.
Yeah, I said, he could use a stick that helps him. Well, what if he doesn't want to use that? I'm like, I don't know. It'll be probably difficult, or maybe a friend could help. What would it be like if he was just on his... I just thought it was funny that she was asking me that. Like, well, what if he didn't want to use anything? Then how would that be? I'm like, I don't know. It would be hard, probably.
See, if I was with her, I'd be like, shut up, kid.
You probably would. I've seen what you've done with her.
Hit her? That's the way I was raised.
Push her into the street, like as a joke.
That'd be funny to push a kid into the street as a joke.
It would be hilarious.
Not my kid.
Oh, a different kid, someone
Yeah.
else's kid, yeah. I think about that sometimes.
Pushing
when
kids
I'm
into the
walking with
street.
them. No, because there's a lot of crazy people around here that someone could do that. Don't you ever start thinking that way?
I just generated this with artificial intelligence.
What'd you put? What's the
Sick rap beat.
trap? Put trap house. Because this is not rap. This is like
I
spa
don't know.
music.
It's a prompt. I don't know.
This is like music I'd hear at the spa. They're like, do you want me to walk on your back? No, bitch. Get off me.
No, you just cursed. Thanks. Ask you to do one simple thing.
Just bleep it.
Oh, okay.
Matt, you can do it. Come on. Come on, baby. You can just bleep it.
Yeah, Matt. Everybody else has to clean up her messes. Sorry to drag you into this, Matt.
He's already here.
You don't think he's got his own stuff to do? Yo.
What?
Maybe this isn't good.
This is not a good beat. Did you put trap?
Yes.
Trap drug music. Try that. Trap
Listen,
music
nobody
for
wants to
drug
hear this.
dealers.
We got to start over and do an interesting podcast.
Dude,
That's the
trap
problem.
music for drug dealers. Try it.
Please stop.
What do you mean?
Stop talking. Be silent for the rest of the podcast,
Okay.
and I'll take care of it.
That's fine.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the World Record Podcast. I'm the B-Man coming at you live. Come see me this weekend at Hilarities at January 29th through 31st. And then we got, starting in February, Valentine's Day weekend, Cap City Comedy Club, Austin, Texas. Come with your lover. 5 shows. Oh. Damn, I like that music to talk over. Oh, because there's a new one. Hey, World Record Podcast listeners. This is the B-Man coming at you live. Thanks for listening. And also, come see me live. I'll be at Worcestershire's in Newton, Massachusetts, February 3rd through 15th. We got 2 shows a night, 7:30 and 9. Come with your wife or your girlfriend, and somebody's going to win a gold-dipped rose at the end of every show. That's Worcestershire's in Newton, Massachusetts. Go to Worcestershire's newtoncomedy.com and type in promo code BMAN and get 2-for-1 tickets and a 10% coupon for food and beverage. 10%, that's right, you heard me right. You get 10% off your entire food and beverage order. That's if you come with a party of 1 or 100, we will comp 10% of your meal and your drinks. Drinks are included. A lot of clubs don't do that, where they, a lot of times they won't discount the alcohol. But this place, Worcestershire's, we are different. They're different over there. That's why that's why I work at that club. It's one of the few clubs that I still go out to, because I don't do the road that often anymore. But if you're in the Newton, Boston, New England area, come out. Bring your friends, bring your family, bring your loved ones, because this is a holiday. This is a Valentine's Day special show. I'm going to be bringing a special guest opener, different girl every night, female opener. Gonna come out and open for me.
Are you done yet?
In more than one way, more way than one. In the green room, backstage Bettys are welcome. Also, it's Crazy Hat Night on Wednesday nights. That's wear a crazy hat, get in for free. You heard me right. There's nothing wrong with your hearing, nothing wrong with your ears. Wear a crazy hat Wednesday night for the Wednesday night show. Free admission, and you get there's a bowl of snacks on every table. You're going to be
okay.
Bagel chips.
All right, we get it. Okay, you're doing shows at Worcester. Can we move on?
A bowl of snack mix.
So annoying.
A bowl. Then this is a full bowl, folks, and it includes bagel chips, which you don't get at a lot of these clubs. They'll just do the peanuts and whatever's cheap. This is more of a Chex Mix Gardettos. If you guys are familiar with that.
No.
The high-end snack mix. So come on out. That's Crazy Hat Night on Wednesday. And then Thursday is Thirsty Thursday because the weekend's right around the corner. So 2-for-1 Bud Lights all night long. Come with a friend or come by yourself. You can drink twice as much for half the price. Friday night is Freaky Friday. So come on out. Wear your best, dress to the nines, and then we have a dance-off at the end of the show. And the winner of the dance-off after the show gets $50 gift certificate, good for anything at the club, including that night's bar tab or meal tab. So come on down, wear your dancing shoes on Friday.
All right.
Because we're going to do a dance contest after both shows, 7:30 and 9. Get a babysitter now, because that's going to be worth it to come down for that. Then Saturday we got an afternoon show for the ladies only, 3 p.m. show for all the stay-at-home moms to get out of the house. Come on down, catch some comedy, and you can see me and I'm just going to host this show because this is a showcase show. We're going to have 4 local mom comedians. All the comedians on the show are
you
mothers.
Almost done?
Yeah,
this
almost.
Is really boring.
Listen, when you have live shows to promote, maybe I'll talk over you.
All right.
And why don't you just reach into my pocket and take money out? So we got the Saturday Mommy Milkers, 3 p.m. all mom show.
We went to the Magic Castle, and there was a girl there with big milky jugs. Now, this is the kind of stuff that our audience wants to hear. Big, giant milky jugs. And Brendan asked if he could motorboat her. No,
I didn't, but I think you made her. You have a theory that she overheard you and you made her uncomfortable?
Yeah, probably.
They called her up on stage for a magic trick, and she was definitely self-conscious about her big milky jugs.
Well, she was putting her hair in front. I get that, though. I would do that, too, with my big milkies. I'd actually be doing the opposite. I'd be pulling my dress down even further.
Oh, to show you more boobs.
Mm-hmm. I'd just pull my whole breast out.
Uh-huh. I was showing my pubes at the Magic Castle, and then a magician made my pubes disappear.
That was cool, because he didn't even have to shave or anything.
No. And then they were in his pocket, and he blew them out like glitter.
Yeah, that was cool.
It's cool. That is something cool. There's a place called the Magic Castle here in Los Angeles that is a private club. I was going to look into getting a membership. They do like associate membership where you don't have to be a magician. I wonder how much it costs. You had to contact them and stuff. There's no like website that.
Wait, so most of the members there are magicians?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's like you have to be a magician to be a member, but then because you can't sustain.
Yeah,
your
only
private
on
club.
magicians.
Although their drink prices, they can sustain if they're only open one night a week, probably.
Oh my God.
It is insane. I mean, it's $45 to get in. We were invited by a magician, Ben Seidman. Shout out to Ben Seidman, who
Thank you for that. That was an awesome, fun show.
Oh, I should have asked him to be on the podcast.
Oh, he could have done a magic trick.
Yeah.
Next time.
Should I cold call him?
No.
From a strange number? Why not?
No, just leave him alone. Because then next time we could have him on Zoom and he could do a magic trick.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah. Okay.
But he did a really fun. I was very
his final
surprised.
trick is really it's really good. And he's with this other guy, David something.
Gerard.
David Gerard. Are you sure?
Yes.
Look them up and listen, this is the thing. The A Train, guys, you get a glimpse into my hell sometimes via the voice memos with Amanda, maybe. and from this podcast. You see what I'm putting up with. And I...
Seems like everybody likes me. I come out smelling like a rose.
So
Everybody
every Thursday or Friday, I always forget what night it's on, there's a show called Penn and Teller's Fool Us, where magicians... Are you familiar with this show, Aaron?
I've not watched it, but I know it exists.
Okay, go back to sleep. Sorry for waking you up.
He's not asleep.
Sounds like it.
That
Sounds like somebody who just woke up.
that thing you were doing about your shows. The whole audience.
He's probably
sleeping.
Googling. He's probably buying tickets for. He's
For
probably going to
ladies'
fly
night?
out there, like he flew to Vegas for his birthday. He's going to fly to Worcester, or to Newton, Massachusetts, at Worcestershire's, and Aaron's going to go see his favorite comedian,
I drove to Vegas.
and he's going to pay full price. And
Wait, his favorite comedian's you?
yes.
Oh.
So there's this show, Penn and Teller's Fool Us, that I love because listen, folks. I walk the walk, I talk the talk, and I walk the walk. I got rid of cable years ago. We haven't had cable since my old place, right?
Yeah.
And I got rid of that stuff. So, but we got the digital antenna, which I've championed before. And Penn and Teller's Fool Us is on the CW Thursdays or Fridays, I forget, at 8 or 9, somewhere around there. And the kids are going, I just happen upon it maybe once a month. And I'm very excited to find it. It's these magicians come on and they try to, they do a trick. And then Penn and Teller kind of say, we know how
In
you did that
code.
in code. They're
Yeah,
like, well, would you
magician
say
code.
that there's an extra sleeve involved? And they're like, yeah, okay, they got that Allison Hannigan is like the stage host, the girl that put a flute in her hoo-ha, right? Isn't that what she's famous for?
And she's like, welcome, Penn and Teller. And then she
Yeah.
talks to the magician.
She'll be
so,
like
how'd
the-
you get into magic?
Yeah. And then if they need they're like, oh, Allison, you come over here and put your hand in this like guillotine.
She's
or
like,
whatever.
ah!
Yeah.
They cut one of her fingers off on accident.
And whoever dresses her, I think is doing better this year. There was
Yeah,
a
that
season
blue-
where she
that-
just didn't look, I mean, she's an attractive lady. She's getting up there.
She's getting older. Well, she's aging. She's aging naturally and gracefully. But
And horizontally, you'd probably say.
the blue outfit, is that what you're talking about?
I don't know what outfit I'm talking. There were a handful of outfits that were just not very flattering. But I think
This
it
new
might
one
be better.
this new one she's wearing, it's blue and it's kind of fluttery. It is very flattering.
Yeah. So they got it together. But A-Train, whenever she sees that I found my favorite show on TV and she sees that little glimmer of happiness in old B-Man's eyes, she immediately goes, oh, I hate this show. It's so stupid. You're not even paying attention to it. Can I please just...
Because you're not. You're on your phone.
No.
You're not even watching it.
Sometimes I'll get a text message from Brad Pitt
All day
or somebody.
long.
Another one of my famous friends will say, "Hey, what are you up to
You're
tonight?" And I
literally
say,
on-
"I'm watching
he's like
Full
this. He's watching Penn and Teller. The TV's that over here, and he's like this.
No.
Like,
that's
did you
not
even
how-
see that trick? Yeah. No, don't change it.
All right. You're so, it's really hard to deal. You folks, you see, I mean, I don't even have to explain it. But so she just like goes on and on about how much she hates this. Then
No,
we go
I
to the Magic
don't.
Castle.
No, I don't. I
We
don't
go to the
even
Magic
go on
Castle
and on about it.
and she loves it. Has a great time and real hypocrite over here.
Magic is fun to see in person, but on TV, it's like, I just don't really believe it as much because it's on TV.
If you saw Ben do that final trick that he did,
On
On
TV,
Penn-
I'd
on
be like,
TV.
they just cut the camera or something. I don't know.
Well, they
it's like
don't
not
do
as
that.
believable.
you're just impossible.
The close-up stuff is my favorite.
We missed the close-up area.
Well, they're small. It's a very small group of people in there. Every theater in the Magic Castle is pretty small, except for one, which I don't know. Maybe they like that size room, or maybe they couldn't.
The Ben-
that big room I was in before. It seems. It seems like it's hard to fill that room up because it's probably got 150 seats, maybe.
Well, and there's just so
200?
much else going on, and everybody's drinking and eating. And then another thing is like we saw Ben and David Gerard, which was like a 40-person theater, so it was, interactive, and people were being called up and stuff, and it was really funny and really fun.
Well,
And
the David guy's a mentalist.
Yeah.
Like, which, I mean, I don't know how.
I don't know how they do it.
I feel like.
I don't.
Yeah, actually, I texted Ben the next day or later that night, and he never texted me back. And I was like, oh, I wonder if I think I was being annoying after the show.
Yeah,
kinda
trying to figure out how they
speculating.
did it.
Yeah.
I doubt it. What else are you
It's
going to
probably
talk
just
about
what everybody
after you?
does.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, because we were talking about that when he sat down with us, and I was like, oh, I was just saying, like, we were just trying to figure out how you guys do that. And a lot of it is just like knowing people, but I don't know how that David guy does that. Like, I mean, he literally was just like, okay, all four of you think of a number. All right, 7, 13, 12, 10.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, what? How
And
the
then
hell?
he's like, open up this envelope and it has the number and
Yeah.
like a whole paragraph written. It's like, I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah, and then Ben's final joke. And they're fun, like
They're
it's a
really
whole thing.
funny.
Like,
Yeah. They're funny and it's not like nerd humor. It's like genuinely like funny and
I mean, support live magic, I guess. That's the thing, because it is very, comedy adjacent.
Oh,
as far
yeah.
as like it's this whole world and like, they all know each other but I'm like, how does that, I mean, outside of like Vegas and corporate events, there's not a magic club in every town. I mean, I guess they do kind of piggyback on the comedy clubs. Like I know there would be a magician maybe once
Yeah.
or twice a year on the calendar at Cap City or whatever. Oh, speaking of Cap City Comedy Club, if you're going to be in the Austin
don't
area,
get started with that. It's a very boring bit.
this is going to be St. Patrick's Day weekend. That St. Patrick's Day is on a Friday.
Wait, well, I was going to say when we went to the later show, and
Oh,
so
yeah.
we went, that first show started at 8. Everybody's drunk
Everybody's
at this
wasted
time.
on the second show.
Yeah, by the time it's 10 o'clock, everybody's drunk. And so the second show we went to started at 10:15. And there was this guy behind us, this bald guy. And he was like drunk and going, oh, like kind of shouting out, like heckling.
Basically,
oh, it's in your sleeve. Oh, it's behind you.
if,
oh,
it was
blah, blah, blah.
if it was a puppet show, he'd be like, I saw a hand.
Yeah, and it was like, even later shows probably suck even worse.
Oh, later shows got to
like
be
11:30. It's like everybody's fucked up.
That's why, because the David guy said at one point, he was like, I love 8 o'clock crowd. Like they mentioned something about the 8 o'clock crowds. And then when we went to that second show, I was like, oh, yeah, this is a fucking nightmare after.
Yeah, if someone's drunk, like,
Well, because-
no, that's not my best friend's name.
The other thing, the Magic Castle has like 5 bars in it. Every drink is $20 or more. Like I got 2 drinks when we came in because we had to like figure out which theater. And it is like this big labyrinthical.
Fickle.
I don't know if that's a labyrinthical.
Oh, I said labyrinthical.
Yeah.
Labyrinthine.
Labyrinthian place. It is very cool. And you know what? You can go if you visit Los Angeles. You have to be invited by a member, or I think if you stay at the hotel, you can go because it's a hotel.
Right next to it.
There's a hotel.
You should go. It's
Magic
fun.
Castle.
I mean, it's
It's definitely a unique
fun.
experience, which is something that, because we might be leaving Los Angeles.
nah, not a chance.
Yeah.
Not a chance in
Well, we'll
hell.
see what happens.
Not the city of angels, baby. That's my
Well, we're
hometown
probably
right
gonna
there.
leave,
That's my hometown right there.
We might leave next year sometime. And let's just turn her mic off for the rest of the podcast. And then
That's my hometown right there.
and
My hometown.
so I'm trying to appreciate, these things that are unique to Los Angeles. Like the Magic Castle, there's
The
I don't
bums.
think there's anything else. I don't know. Maybe, we should look into that and do like a magic tour. Go to places around the country. There's probably something kind of like it somewhere else. Maybe not. I mean, I know this is the mecca for magicians.
It's crazy that I take it for granted and, take it for granted. And
I would think Vegas is the Mecca.
Okay, thanks. Swish some more saliva around in your mouth after
you
your
think?
next statement.
well, I think that they
that's-
even said that this is like a special place because it like started. It's like for magicians by magicians.
Yeah, it's a unique place. I mean, obviously
You make a lot of
you're not
money in Vegas.
but there's only like a few slots for David Copperfield, and I mean, I think to make a living, you probably want to get like a residency, at least there's probably you do these week-long residencies, but the Magic Castle is like
if you perform there, yeah, then like you.
Well, the legitimizes everything. You know, being a member. I don't know. I guess it's like the store for comedy, like the comedy store.
Interesting.
It's like a workout room.
Oh, and Brendan was like in. Tell the story. He was when we walked down the stairs all around to where the theater was. There was this case that had Johnny Carson
about
Johnny Carson, who was a member there, and it showed him when he was younger and he was doing magic and stuff. And Brendan was like, "Oh my gosh, I have a Johnny Carson tie on," because he had a Johnny Carson tie on. And then I was waiting in line and he was waiting to get a drink, right? And this guy was like, "Hey, I like your tie."
He's like, "Oh, nice tie." And I was like, "Oh, it's a Johnny Carson tie." Like I showed, I was like, "It's Johnny Carson." Can you believe that?
Because the thing was like right next to it. Yeah.
Case and the guy just goes, "I don't know anything about ties," and like turns around like I struck up the conversation with him. It was a weird interaction because I'm like, "Oh yeah," and I'm in a good mood. Being sociable.
And you're like, it's crazy. Johnny Carson, it's like a thing right there, but obviously this guy didn't know who Johnny Carson was. He thought he was a tie designer.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about ties. But then it was kind of like stink face where I'm like, you talked to me. I didn't it's not like I went up to you and was like, "Hey, can you believe it?"
Well, he also went, "Hey, nice tie. I don't know anything about ties, but you just said this one's nice."
Yeah. Why are you complimenting my tie then?
Maybe I was like looking in a direct, because he was like right kind of in front of me. So maybe he turned around and it looked like I was looking right at him or something. I don't know.
I just thought it was funny that that guy didn't know.
Okay, we got to get this show on the road, dude.
Well, I think it's good that we spend some time saying thank you to Ben Seidman. And if you ever get the chance to see him, we'll plug him right here. Here's his Instagram.
And he probably has a website too.
And his website, because it was I really, really enjoyed it.
It was the best it was the best magic show I've ever seen. And I mean, I haven't seen a ton, but like I've been to the Magic Castle a couple times before, and it's all pretty, because even that second guy, felt a little, I don't know. I mean,
he was rushing through it. I mean, at that point, it's like.
It was, but I mean, he's like older, and like, it's like the jokes, I mean, the tricks were a little like, I don't know. Like a lot of stuff you see there is like almost like magic store tricks where I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's hard to do there's only like one Penn and Teller.
There was, wasn't there like a close-up guy at a party at Drew's house?
Yeah.
That was fun.
I saw Chris Angel in Las Vegas.
Oh, really? What was that? Was that fun?
I went with my poker friends.
Oh,
that's right. It was
fun
in the sense that we're going to see Chris Angel, but he does some stuff that it wasn't like that mind-blowing. Like there's some stuff he does where he's like walking up a ladder with I don't know. Like there was some stuff. It's weird because I also saw Carrot Top in Vegas, not on that same trip. And also, if you're in Las Vegas, go see Carrot Top. He's great. It really is. It's worth I know, like when we originally got the tickets to go see Carrot Top, it was a kind of let's go see him. And then, it was me and Nick Thune went to go see him because we did shows there. We gave away a waterbed to a guy.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
That guy. I forget your name. I'm sorry. I just woke up. I know your name. I look at your picture every day. But we did shows there, and so we went to go see Carrot Top, and we got, I think Nick's agent got the tickets for us, Mm-hmm. And so when you do that, though, apparently, because like Carrot Top's very aware of his, and he's also very aware, like he's like, if comedians come see me, tell me, And
were you hanging out with him after the show?
Yeah, when he started the show, he said at one point in the show, like, I know there's a couple comedians here tonight or whatever or something, and then like the show, at least at the time, I don't know if it still is, it was like there was a Crown Royal sponsorship, the whiskey, and he pours has little shot glasses, like the bottle comes down and he's like, let's do shots or whatever, and Gay, came. We were in, not super close up, but close up enough where he gave us each a shot. And when he gave them to us, he's like, "Hey, I want to talk to you guys after the show. Come back, or whatever." And So then after the show, somebody like kind of grabbed us, was like, "Oh, Mr. Top wants to see you." No, they didn't say, they didn't call him Mr. Top, but they were like, go wait over here, and then we went back into his dressing room and hung out with him after the show.
He's nice.
Oh, he was super nice, crazy nice. His dressing room is crazy, like obviously. I mean, he's been there forever.
Is it a big theater or it's like a bar kind of club?
Where he does his show?
Yeah,
it's a Las Vegas theater.
It's
not
I've
huge.
never seen him. I don't know.
It was smaller than the Chris Angel Theater, but still like.
The only show I've seen in Las Vegas is Magic Mike Live, baby.
It was maybe like 300 or 400 seats in Carrot Tops, maybe.
Wow, it's not bad.
300 seats, and Chris Angel was maybe like.
I would think his is
500
like a huge
or
one.
600 maybe. I don't remember. I don't have a good gauge because the way they're set up too. But Carrot Top is great. His show is like, it's great. I mean, it's easy to like, shit on him or whatever, but it's like the show is really nonstop, just nonstop jokes. And he makes these like crazy props and it's funny. The one weird thing though is like his show and Chris Angel's show both are like, kind of have this like late 80s hair metal aesthetic. Like it's like they play like, it's like the Motley Crue, like. What may you do? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But I'm
like when they come out.
Kickstart my heart.
Okay.
But yeah, they both had this, and like even Chris Angel had like some heavy metal guitars like in the rafters.
Well, he's a rocker. Haven't you seen him?
I know,
he's a rock
but
star.
it's still a little, but that's you are what you are, and you like what you like. Carrot Top was cool. His dressing room was cool. It's like it's just like this crazy lived-in like hangout place with a drum kit and a bar and stuff all over the walls. And
Does he live there? He probably has.
He doesn't live in the dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he's got a great house, but it is such an odd I mean, it takes a certain type. Like to do that all he wants to do is perform, I guess, and it just never gets old. Or because we were talking. I was asking him. I asked him like how, because you do shows every night, so it's like if you go to dinner, you have to go to dinner 4:30, 5 o'clock. You have a show at 7.
So he has a show 7 nights a week.
I believe so. There might be maybe a 1 day off. I don't think so.
God.
And then he gets 3 weeks off a year, and he goes on the road when he's off.
Oh my God.
Because he told me he was like, oh yeah, no, I get 3 weeks off. He's like, oh, in December or whatever. Like he had a week off coming up, and he's like, oh, I'm going to be in Beverly Hills at the Beverly Hills Playhouse or some venue in.
Are you crazy?
Well, I mean, it is because I'm like, it really, I don't think I said it to him, but was like, it's just like, it is a real like gilded cage where it's like, yeah, you're making, I don't know what he's making, $10 million a year, $6 million a year, whatever it is. But I mean, it's also, I don't know, also having to live in Vegas isn't very appealing to me. I'm sure he's got a nice big house.
I wouldn't want to live
But I
in
mean,
Vegas.
I think anybody can get a nice big house in Vegas. I feel like houses are like $40,000.
Well, he probably has like a mansion then, like a.
I'm sure he's got an insane place with like, a bowling alley and pool tables and race cars and,
But you
probably his
can't
bumper
enjoy
cars.
it. You don't even get to enjoy it.
Well, you can.
You
Here's
can't
the
even
thing.
enjoy your bumper cars.
Here's the thing, dummy. He does only work a couple hours a night.
Yeah.
But it's like every night, and
I would quit for sure.
no fooling.
I'm fairly certain there was an MTV Cribs with Carrot Top.
Oh, that would be fun. I want to see that.
It would be. How's that?
It'd be fun
work?
It would be fun to watch that.
Okay. Well, let's watch it then.
Not me, not just by myself, preferably. You can move out of LA, but that's my hometown right there. I ain't moving out of this town.
Yeah, you are probably, because we need to buy a house.
You need to. I don't need to. I'm only 31. I don't need to own a home yet.
Okay. You're
own a home?
so
I'd rather
annoying.
own a bone.
I don't see any MTV Cribs Carrot Top.
I remember Shakira did MTV Cribs, and her house was literally like 10,000 square feet or 12,000 square feet. Like, that's literally 10 times the size of my mom's house. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you need that much room?
It's nice. I'm sure.
I would have so much room.
Okay, we haven't done anything funny yet. We've been all talking for an hour.
Aaron, have I done funny stuff yet?
Yeah, there was this whole thing about your hometown being LA. It's pretty good.
That's my hometown, Rodale.
Yeah, everybody take a deep breath. I told you I had a whole thing planned.
No, you did not.
Oh, really? In the car, I didn't say that I had a funny thing planned?
Okay, then say it.
Well, now it's ruined.
You were going on and on about your shows. That's what ruined
Well,
it.
I do have to promote my shows. You like the lifestyle that you lead, right?
Yeah, it's great. I'm getting
So
yelled at all day long.
If you're in Delaware, March 17th through 23rd, go to
Music is so dumb.
the Delaware on the Bay Comedy Club. Delaware on the Bay. DOB. BW will be there. I'll be there all week. Free crab's legs. So come hungry. Don't eat before the 7
Why are
o'clock
the
show.
shows that you're playing, all the venues are giving away free
They do
stuff?
it's different things. That's what you got to do
Because
to stay
you
competitive.
can't sell tickets otherwise.
No, it's not. It's just the clubs thing. I'm already sold out in Delaware, I think. I'm going to have to check the numbers. But actually, that's a good point that you bring up. Very few tickets remaining, so you better get your tickets for the Delaware shows. And we're doing a St. Patrick green beer. Free green beer all night long on St. Patrick's Day. No limit. You can get pictures of green beer. And then there'll be, there's a full Irish menu where you can get boiled cabbage and ham and potatoes. It's going to be a whole buffet.
Gross.
Buffet, it is a one cost. It's the tickets are $35, and that includes the buffet and beer blast. So go on out and do that. Well, so here's a thing that I've been reading. That did you hear what these teens are doing these days?
No.
They're using Preparation H recreationally
Oh, no.
to get high or whatever.
What are they doing? They're ingesting
I don't know
it?
how they do
They're
it.
swallowing
Maybe we could call a place and find out
it? Okay.
how they're doing that.
That's
But,
crazy. Where'd you read about that?
USA Today.
My God.
You know, I
any
have a subscription
fatalities?
to USA Today.
Has anyone died?
Remember the
from it?
knockout game when they were trying to get that going? Mm-mm. You don't remember the knockout game? Mm-mm. It was like it had about as long as the lifespan of the Murder Hornets did. Remember that?
Yeah.
Well, the knockout game was. I mean, I guess they had a video footage of. You remember this, Aaron? The knockout game.
Yeah.
It was like there was a video footage of probably like one or two isolated incidents of kids just walking up to somebody and clocking them on the street.
Yes.
And they're like, there's this new thing, the knockout game. Stay vigilant, folks. Stay scared of everyone. Stay scared. You're walking down the street, think you're safe, guess again.
Teens are going to knock you out.
Some teens are going to come right up and clock you in the face. Hey, everybody. This is Brendan Strong reporting from World Record Podcast Studios. This is an emergency news flash. Knockout game is back. Kids are going around knocking people out, and they're teenagers that are just as big as regular people. What's the weather going to be like today, Jugsy?
The weather's going to be good. Warm, sunny, and a little bit cold at night.
Have you ever seen a weather report before? Is that how they do it? Is that what they say? So watch your back.
We've got a cool front moving in over the mountains that's making its way south across the mainland and inland into the deserts, LA Metro OC area. And And that's it for Jugs over
So
here.
no temperature. You're not going to give us a temperature.
Nope.
Let us figure it out for ourselves.
I don't know the temperature, to be honest. It's like going to be maybe around 70s or something, and
How do
then
you not
low is
know?
going to be colder.
How do you not know? You're a meteorologist. Do you even have a
My
cell? Do you have a
calculations
cell
are
phone?
not. Huh?
You can't even look on your phone to find out the weather. Well, no, forget it now. Don't look at your phone. Don't look at your phone during the broadcast, genius.
Right now, the current temperature is dash. I don't know what that means.
Okay. There you go.
That's what I mean. Oh,
Okay.
55 with the
Oh.
sunset at 5:10, and the lowest it's going to be 39 degrees at 6 in the morning.
You know what's a good idea that we never did?
That's pretty damn cold.
All right, that's enough. Put your phone down.
That's cold for California.
It is. It's nice to have some nice crisp weather here.
What were you saying just a second ago?
The 5 o'clock musical.
Oh, right.
It's a good idea. It's a lot of
Who
work.
are we gonna do that
John
with?
Daly is who we were talking to
Oh, right.
when we came up with that. I don't know. We'll have to replay the tape to find out who.
We should go find him. He's probably at Tenants of the Trees.
John Daly? I don't think he does. He doesn't drink or anything.
What?
He doesn't drink alcohol. I mean, maybe he goes to Tenants
Oh,
of the
does he
Trees.
drink? Let me guess. Does he drink
Piss.
bleach?
He's a piss boy.
We couldn't hear you there.
Aaron only has his mic on when he scratches his
I
neck.
turned my mic off to talk.
Yeah.
It's okay. What did you say?
I said, just absinthe for me, thank you.
Ooh,
Well,
would-
that's alcohol.
doesn't that get you all fudged up?
I don't know, man. I think it's
It's got THC in there or something, I think.
Oh,
no. Absinthe doesn't.
it's got AIDS in it.
Yeah, it's AIDS juice. It gives you AIDS, and then you can be in a AIDS commercial.
So you're
See, we got to come in here and start these episodes just bang with the comedy. Nobody cares about the Magic Castle. Talk about the Magic Castle for an hour.
Who cares? Everybody cares about the Magic Castle.
Let's call. Okay,
Why are
let's
you-
just call. Okay, let's call someone. Let's just call someone and ask them, and then we're gonna call and get to the bottom of this. The teens using Preparation H. Well, here's what I'm saying. A podcast starts and they're talking about teens using Preparation H recreationally. You're gonna listen to that.
Nobody listens to this.
Yeah, I know. For the reason of it, all it is us fighting. And
No, you
yapping.
starting shit.
Yeah.
Me being pleasant and nice. Cut to me.
Hello. What's going on here? Hello. I don't know what's going on.
Hello.
You know,
My
don't know.
God. The fudge.
I don't know. Of course, it's not like working.
Who'd you call?
It's just doomed. I'm not going to try anymore. I get it, universe.
I got lip injections. Look,
Pussy lip injections.
pussy lip injections.
How can I help you?
Hi, how's it going? I'm sure you've been getting a lot of calls about this. The teenagers that are using Preparation H, like recreationally, I guess teenagers are getting high from it.
Preparation H? No, this is the first time.
Oh.
I got this call.
Well, I found a tube in my son's backpack, and he won't. I read about it in USA Today that there's this epidemic of teens doing H, Preparation H, they call it. I'm gonna put my
Preparation H.
yeah. I
It's
found
an over-the-counter. That's
Yeah.
what I know.
Well, I think they're abusing it though.
Really?
Yeah. And my son is here,
Hi.
and I found.
It wasn't mine.
Okay, but what are you guys doing with the Preparation H?
I don't do anything with it. It's the guys. It's the guys in my class. I don't do anything though. I don't know what they do, but it gets them high. I think they like rub it on like their lips and stuff. And one of them was like, you got in trouble with their dad, so they put it in my backpack. But I've never done it.
Are they putting it on their butts?
Yeah, but then I think they put it maybe in the other hole too.
But do they have hemorrhoids?
No.
See,
don't know.
I think that's what it is, ma'am.
If you put it on without the hemorrhoids, supposedly you get really
Gets you high, I guess. So is there? Yeah. So I want to. Is there like? Because you know how when you sell, like decongestants or whatever, people have to show their ID for certain. Are you going to? Maybe we could start that with the Preparation H.
Where did he buy that?
I didn't buy it.
Just where? Okay, where did your friend?
My friend Chris got it. I don't know. From his mom's.
Oh, okay.
His mom's cabinet.
First, we don't have Preparation H in the pharmacy.
Wait, so Chris's mom has Preparation H?
Or his dad, I don't know, but it was in his mom's side of the bathroom. That's what he said.
Really?
Yeah.
Trina, his mom's a smoke show.
Well, I guess she's got
hemorrhoids?
bumps around her hole.
Can hot ladies get hemorrhoids? I thought it was only for like truck drivers and pregnant women.
Okay, so normally those are for hemorrhoids.
Yeah. But I'm saying could a pretty lady get hemorrhoids who's not like overweight?
There might be, you know what, it might not be the hydrocortisone that's kind of like making them high.
Mm-hmm.
It could be with another ingredient.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so they're mixing it with something.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. All I know is Chris brings the tube.
Otherwise, the board of pharmacy or FDA will regulate the Preparation H. They might be putting something on it to make them high.
What would interact with that? Like toothpaste or like what do they mix it up? Is that what they're doing? They're mixing it with like mint?
How am I supposed to know? I don't do anything.
You know.
Like different
Maybe
things.
it's mint.
And
it's got a
and then they put it on their anus and then that does something?
Yeah, it gets you high. I don't know what you want me to say.
Well,
it's like
you've done it. I know you've done it. I can tell by looking at you. I can tell.
It gets you high. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm not going to say who gets it or where they take it.
How do you get high?
You put it in your ass, obviously.
But what do you mix it with?
I don't know. I don't do that. That's not my job. And I'm not telling you who does it.
Do you have any idea what they could be mixing?
They mix it with something, though.
Ma'am, do you have any idea what would interact with the H?
I have no idea. But it could be something. It could be any of the street drugs that they could possibly get.
Street drugs?
Well, when you say street drugs, it's common. There are some of this, people who are trying to sell like prescription, let's say, medication.
Oh. He puts a white powder on it. Maybe that's part of it? Or he puts a white
soda?
I have no clue, but because Preparation H by itself will not make you high. Otherwise, it will be a controlled medication.
What if you ate it?
They are putting.
What if
sorry?
What if they ingested it?
Or what if they put it on a cracker? What if you put it on a cracker and you ate it with your friends? And then you all tripped out and
I'm sorry, but I have
could
no
talk
idea
to plants.
about that. This is the first time, honestly, that I've learned about it.
You got to try some
H.
H.
Good to know.
What if
And
they
it's really
mixed
good to
it?
know.
What if they mixed it with orange juice and like drank it and at a rave or whatever?
I haven't seen any. I haven't read anything like that. So, but it's good to know.
Because that's what
If
it
you
said
put
to
it
me,
on a
like-
cracker, it does kind of taste like, brie cheese.
Aha! So you did do it.
That's
you
what
did
my
eat
friend
some.
Tucker said.
And what happened? You saw music or something, or you could
No, he
feel
was talking to the
colors?
plants.
He was talking to the
Yes.
plants in his mom's house.
Yeah.
I still can't get over. So really, his mom has hemorrhoids?
Chris's mom has hemorrhoids. She had like 5 tubes, and some of them
What?
are empty. So she uses it probably
maybe
about
she's
a
getting
tube a
high.
week.
Sorry, I apologize. I have
Yeah.
to vaccinate one patient right now.
For what?
So yeah, I'm sorry. Hello.
Yeah, what do you have to
Yes.
vaccinate?
What vaccine are you giving them?
Well, we're giving
If it's
COVID
the
vaccines
shingles?
here, and we are now. Yeah.
If you put the
patient is
shingles
waiting, so I
one
have
in
to
your
hang
ass
up.
cheek,
Yeah.
Dude,
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to hang up now.
If you
it
put
gets
the
you fucking
shingles-
high as
Waiting.
fuck.
Like shingles on a Pringle,
Thank
I heard, is
you.
what some of the teens
Okay,
are
Pringle
sorry.
calling.
shingles.
Bye.
At the skateboarding
Shingle
park,
Pringle.
the shingles on a Pringle is what they call it.
Dude, it gets you high as fuck.
What's the difference between shingles and hemorrhoids?
I don't think there is one. I think if you get Preparation H, it also works for shingles.
Let's try this one. Hey, my son and his friend, I don't, have you read the USA Today article? I guess teenagers are abusing Preparation H or using it recreationally, getting high from it.
Let me check. I haven't heard anything. Give me 1 second.
Oh, okay.
She's got to check
What are you
in.
checking?
She's checking her phone.
The pharmacy, how may I help?
My son has been, my son and his friends, I found a tube of Preparation H in his backpack. And I read the USA Today article about teenagers are using this recreationally and getting high.
I'm not. It wasn't mine.
I'll speak to you when you need to be spoken to. So I was just curious what information you guys have about this. Because apparently
First time I'm hearing anything.
they're mixing the Preparation H with something, and my son's not telling me how exactly.
Because
they're
it's
doing-
not mine and I've never
Okay.
done it.
Well, why was it in your backpack?
Chris put it there. I don't know.
And where did Chris get it? Can any kid just walk in? Because it is funny, like, kids don't need to buy Preparation H. So, like, it would be weird if kids were buying tubes of Preparation H.
Do you want me to say that then?
What?
That I bought some at the store?
No, I'm just like, it's like, it wouldn't make that much. To make that rule that you have to be over 18 to buy Preparation H wouldn't really affect anybody.
Who under 18 has hemorrhoids? Hopefully, nope. Hopefully,
I mean,
they
I
don't.
guess your mom could send you to the store to get hemorrhoid cream. Let's try this one. You're saying call the one with the angry guy?
Well, that guy was funny. I don't know
Yeah.
which one it was, though.
I don't remember.
But he gets real mad. That's always fun.
Speaking.
Oh, hello?
Hello?
Oh, okay. I could barely hear you. Am I on speakerphone?
How can I help you?
Well, my son, I found my son had a tube of Preparation H in his backpack. And apparently teens are getting high. They're mixing Preparation H with something and getting high. And I don't know what
if you have question about medication, I have to transfer you to the pharmacist.
Okay, well, Preparation H is over the counter, right?
Yeah.
I have to check with the pharmacist. 1 second.
Okay. Because my son,
What'd she do?
I don't know. Hello?
I thought that was the pharmacy.
Maybe the pharmacist. Maybe she's just,
You have to go to a lot of school to be a pharmacist
kind of.
because you have to learn what all the medications do.
I don't know. I don't know.
I always wondered, like, why do pharmacies take so long? But I guess they have to, like, mix stuff and measure it and stuff, or...
I don't think so. I mean, I had to get a medicine for the kids, one of the kids that they had to, like, mix for
Yeah.
some reason.
Yeah.
To mix something in it.
Yeah, the amoxicillin they mix.
Why?
I don't
Maybe
know.
because it goes bad or something?
Yeah,
If
it only
it's-
lasts as long as the prescription is or something. I
Well,
don't know.
but generally, I think, don't you just get big, giant bottles of the pills from the drug companies and then you just divvy
kind of
them
put
up?
it, yeah.
Thank you for holding. How can I help you?
Hey, my son, I found a tube of Preparation H in my son's backpack. And I read that USA Today article about teenagers abusing Preparation H, like using it recreationally, and they're mixing it with another product. And I was curious if you were familiar with this. I have my son here, but he's not.
Well, it wasn't mine.
Okay.
I don't know how it got in there, but it wasn't me.
Okay, but what are you guys mixing it with?
Mixing what with?
The Preparation H.
Nobody, it's not even a thing.
All these kids are messed up, and they're doing
Whoa.
Preparation H.
Oh my God, Dad.
I'm just curious, is there an
Dad.
age?
The plant's talking to me right now.
Is there an age, like, do you have to be like 18 to buy Preparation H? Is that, like, is there an
no.
age? Is that,
No.
Could we just do that though? Because I don't think
Well,
teenagers.
I'll be 18 in like a year, so.
Okay, well, no one's talking to you right now. But wouldn't that be like an easy rule to implement? Because nobody under 18 needs to be buying Preparation H anyway. Really, you could make it be under 30 unless you're pregnant.
Honestly, it could almost be under 50.
It's an over-the-counter medication, and unfortunately, there's no control over who can purchase it.
Well, but there could be though. Like even like stores can. It's like when stores make a rule to wear a mask or whatever. Like you can still make a rule in your store where you must be over 18 to buy Preparation H.
But that wouldn't even matter because Chad's older brother is 19. So.
Oh, is that who gets it for you?
Huh?
Is that who's getting you
I'm
the
not
H?
doing it. I don't know. All I know is Chad's older brother is 19, so.
Well, and you said that you guys were putting it on crackers or Pringles.
That was a
And eating
Shingles
it.
Pringle.
Yeah, Shingles Pringle. Oh, did you read the USA Today article where they talk about the Shingles Pringle? And it's about these kids putting Preparation H on crackers, I guess. And they ingest
I don't know
it,
about
I guess.
that, but sometimes
We call it the Shingles Pringle. It's so funny, dude. Chad's brother came up with that shit. It's so funny.
the hemorrhoidal cream has phenylephrine in it,
And that gets them high?
yeah.
Really?
Basically, if you
Okay.
basically apply it inside your nose, it acts like cocaine.
Are you kidding me? With Preparation H?
Yeah.
Is that what you guys are doing? Billy.
I'm not telling
saying
you
that's what they're
shit.
doing, but
Well, I'm asking my son. He's right here, and he's
Yeah.
like being
Well, how
very
come if you
tight-lipped.
put it up your butt, it doesn't make you feel like you're on cocaine?
How do you know what it's like to put it up your butt? Do you have hemorrhoids? Why
Can
would you
just
be using
quiet?
it?
I'm trying to ask this lady a question.
Shingles Pringle.
How do you know? So how come if you put it in your nose, you get high, like cocaine, but not if you put it up your butt?
because it's an absorption, the way that it's absorbed through the mucous membrane of the mouth or the oral pharynx area versus the anal is different.
And what is the active ingredient there too? Because I'm going to have to go to the school. Something's going to have to be done about this. So why is there no?
Lay off, man. You're such a buzzkill.
You're a buzzkill. You're a buzzkill.
I'm not.
So you would have to check because not all preparation H's have this ingredient, but it could be phenylephrine.
Phenylephrine.
Phenylephrine, wouldn't
with
that
a
be?
pH.
Because when I buy over the counter, like Claritin D, I have to, go.
Right,
That's
because
protected.
it has an ingredient. You're right. That has an ingredient that has also been tampered with.
To make meth. That's
Yeah,
what Chad's brother said.
Okay, but I'm saying if Preparation H has this ingredient that kids can abuse, why isn't that regulated?
Because it's new. It's a new trend, and they probably haven't gotten a good hand
Hello?
at rules. I'm not saying they're not doing anything about it, but it hasn't become a rule yet.
Okay.
The meth thing with the Sudafed took a while.
Well, I'm
So
getting
they
ahead of
started
this because
implementing.
if a kid, is it going to take a kid to OD on Preparation H
I know.
for this
I know.
to?
You can't
totally
OD on it,
understand, sir.
Dad.
Like, you know what you're talking about. You're 15.
Okay, Chad's brother did a whole tube, and he's fine.
Really? Where are you getting the tubes?
He's 19. He can buy it.
Well, this lady said that anybody can buy it. So if a 5-year-old comes in, they can buy a tube of Preparation H. Is there an age limit?
If it's a
Is there an
Right.
age
I mean,
minimum to go to a
first of all,
store?
We can't, no.
If a 5-year-old comes in with money, they can just buy whatever. Like, is there a minimum? Like,
I mean, theoretically, yes, but who would sell something like that to a 5-year-old?
Preparation H? What are you laughing at? Oh, you're
That
high.
would be fucking funny. See a little kid buying
All right.
preparation
Anyway,
H.
sir,
My son's
I'm
high.
really sorry, but I tried my best to help you get the information that you need.
Yeah.
You should try getting high sometime. Then
What
maybe
was-
you'd be cool.
I am cool, actually, and I
Mm-hmm.
did smoke pot in college, so, and that was normal. What was the name of the drug again? I'm writing this down. I'm going to call the FDA.
Phenylephrine.
Phenyl.
Isn't that a nose spray?
No, that's no. Phenylephrine.
Okay.
That's Afrin, what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Phenylephrine is Phenylephrine.
Hold on. Let me.
Phenylephrine.
PHEN.
YL.
YL.
E.
E.
PH.
PH.
RINE.
RINE. Okay, let me just read it back to you. It's so it's PHEN.
GR.
No, be quiet.
L.
PHENYL.
X.
Can you please get off? Hang up
I'm
the
on
phone.
Wordle.
PHEN.
ABER.
I just want to make sure I have this spelled right. So when I
Okay.
call the FDA.
Okay.
Okay, PHEN.
SL.
Stop doing that. I'm being serious.
Okay.
All right. So it's PHENYL.
PHEN.
Yes,
P-
you have it correct.
P-
And then
P as in
YL.
boy. H as in hoy.
PHEN.
E as in Enoy.
So P as in Peter. H as in Harry.
Heaven.
E as in
E as in John.
Edward. N as in Nancy. Y as in
Yoy.
Yoy. L as in Larry. E as in Edward. P as in Peter, I
Boy.
guess.
F as in
No,
Foy.
no,
R as
not
in
H.
Roy.
No,
Yo
no,
as
no,
in
no, no.
yoy.
PHENYL.
L as in Loy.
Sir,
L.
okay, if you Google phenylephrine, you will find it.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I have it spelled right when I go to look it up. PHENYL. Can you
PHEM.
please let me just make sure I have this spelled
I'm
right with
trying
the
to
lady?
spell it down too. I'm spelling it down.
Okay.
Okay, let me know if this is right. PIEHIL.
Okay, guys,
Okay,
honestly,
PH
I'm at work.
Okay, real
and
quick.
I've,
Okay, this is just me.
I don't have time for this.
I don't
so
either.
I'm
So
sorry.
very quickly, I'm just going to read it back to you. PHENYL.
PHEL.
Please stop! I'm trying to read to the lady. Okay, it's PHENYL. Y.
Hey.
No, you messed me up. Okay, PH.
PHENYL. RINE. Okay?
Okay, he was talking over you. I wrote it down. I just want to make sure it's right. PHEN, as in Nancy.
Y as in
Stop,
Lancy.
please.
I'm helping you. Lancy, Dancy,
Sir,
Mancy,
do you
Fancy,
have,
Nancy.
Do you have the tube in your hand?
I don't.
I don't have it. He
He-
took it. He threw it away or something. I don't know. But he's like,
It's in the. I can go get it from the other room. Can you hold on for a minute?
It's on the tube, sir.
I know. I have to go get the tube from the other room.
Okay.
Okay, just hang on one sec.
I thought she'd wait a little bit longer.
I was going to come back right when that part started.
I thought
That
she'd
is
wait.
crazy. Oh, she picked it back up and I hung up. Oh well.
Oh well.
That was really fun.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
For the full uncut episode, head to patreon.com/World Record Podcast. For the full uncut episode, head to patreon.com/World Record Podcast. Patreon.com/World Record Podcast.